service criteria, expected profit, alpha into maximum payoff plus 1 minus alpha into minimum payoff. One is not depending upon one event, is not depending upon the other event is called independent event. What is combination formula? NCR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Or Laplace means add the 3 alternative divided by 3, whichever highest that should be selected here. Hello, good morning to everybody. I am Dr. B.S. Subramaniam, called by name Dr. B.S.S., Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidhyashram First Aid College at Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Today, I am going to welcome you first. For this semester is considered here, we are going to have statistics for management 2. As we all know that in the last semester, we have got statistics for management 1, where we have studied basic ideas of mean, median and mode here. Now, this semester is little bit enlarged. So much enlarged has been made. So many new syllabus has been introduced here. And that's a good thing for the who wants to go for higher studies is considered. They kept a very good syllabus for the statistics for management 2 regarding the 6th semester BBA. Today, I'm going to introduce what are the new things they are going to introduce. In the last examination, in the last semester, what we have studied only basic concepts of mean, median and mode, correlation, regression, which is considered as a basic concepts are considered. Today, we are going to have statistics for management 2, the second one which you have got little bit extension have been made. Something has been made here. So many probability theorem has been introduced. Theoretical distribution has been introduced. So many things new things are introduced so that it will help for higher studies. If you go for MBA, if you go for MCOM also, if you go for CA also, definitely it will help you. I will go through the syllabus now slowly and I will explain one by one. So this is the syllabus they kept here. First one, business forecasting. Second one, linear programming. Third one, statistical decision theory. Number 4, probability theory. Number 5, theoretical distribution. All these things definitely will help you for future studies are considered here, because same thing we are going to study in MCOM and MBA. If we go for CA also, we are going to study all these items are considered. So which are the chapters are? Number 1, business forecasting, linear programming. Number 3, statistical decision theory. Number 4, probability. Number 5, theoretical distribution. These are all the 5 units they have kept. So we'll go slowly one by one. The first unit goes business forecasting. Unit 1, business forecasting. So there is a word called time series analysis. What actually means time series analysis is concerned. Time series is the collected according to the time. We collect some information according to the time, according to the demand, according to supply is called time series. It can be defined. Y is equal to ft, where y is equal to value of variable, t is the time. What time you are going to collect? Here, the major intent, time series is the collected according to time is called time series. Means we collect so many information, so many analysis according to the time is called time series is considered. It can also be defined as y is equal to ft, where y is equal to value of variable, t is equal to time. What time you are collected? Whether there is a demand, whether there is no demand, whether there is a fluctuation in the time series. I am going to explain what is actually time series is, how it will be fluctuate, how it will be goes on changing from one thing to other thing, how it will float according to the time is considered. So the components of time series are, one is called secular variation. So the variation means, example I have given, population and nation. The national income depends upon the availability of the sources. More sources are available, the national income goes on increasing. If the sources are less than, it comes down. So how the national income will be valued here? Total income divided by total population is considered. Total income expenditure of the country divided by the total population. That's a per capita income of the people is considered. Here, secular variation is there. Seasonal variation. See, according to demand, there is a bit, according to time of demand, it will vary. In the what's called in the peak period of especially festival is concerned, there is more demand for the glass, there is more demand for the sweets are concerned. That's called seasonal variation. We are going to deal very detailedly when you're going for a problems are considered. Then cyclical variation. So if there is a boom period, there is a fluctuation in prices. There is a fluctuation in prices that is called cyclical variation. Then there is a irregular variation in the case in the what's called at the time of floods, at the time of strikes. So there must be irregular variation. We can't say the cost of one article is 20, become 40 rupees. The cost of the one article become 10, may become 100 because of the demand. Because there is a floods, there is a strike, nothing is available. Especially society is concerned, when the strike period is going, nothing is available. When their flood takes place, nothing is available in the society. So that the people has to go for the product is concerned, the cost of the article may go up. There is a irregular fluctuation. All comes under time series are concerned. So which are the four components are? One is called secular variation. Number two, seasonal variation. Number three, cyclic variation. Number four, irregular variation. So in examination of point of view, this definitely will ask for 10 marks question. You have to explain. We are going to give the proper notes for it with the examples are considered. So time series, they collected according to the time is called time series are considered. Here in the time series, now how you are going to calculate? I will tell you how. Just I will give you a little bit idea about this. Now we say y is equal to a plus bx. There is one formula which is called this is called the least square. What's the formula? Y is equal to a plus bx, where is a is equal to sigma y divided by n. B is equal to sigma xy divided by sigma x square. This is the formula you are going to use. We'll give detailedly about the formula is concerned. They will give the sum years. We have to make the bifurcation. I will give an example. They may give here 90, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here the population. They may give in thousands. They may give 30. This is 10. 50. So what you have to do now? Here first you have to take as a x, center figure as a 0, minus 1, minus 2, plus 1, plus 2. This is your y, x square, square of this. Then xy, you have to make minus 40, minus 30. Just an example, 0, plus 40, plus 60. Here 20 into minus 40, 30, 10, 40, 60 into 120. This is 160. This is minus 70. Difference is 90. This is sigma xy. Now you have to apply here. A is equal to sigma y, B and C. When you get the answer, no, then you have to find out the value of A, find out the value of B, then apply. When x is equal to minus 2, when x is equal to minus 1, when x is equal to 0, when x is equal to plus 1, when x is equal to plus 2. That's called the least square method. Least square is equal to y is equal to a plus bx, where a is equal to sigma y divided by n, b is equal to sigma x. It can be dealt very detailedly while we are solving the problem. I think you understand, no? Time series or the component measurement of a trend by the method of least square. Time series, they collected the fact according to time is considered. It are the four components are there: secular, seasonal, cyclical, and irregular variation. We'll move on to second one, linear programming. So meaning of this linear indicate the relationship between the two variables. Here were linear and programming. Linear means indicating the relationship between the two variables x and y. Then what is programming? Process of selecting the best course of action. Best course of action, we say. Here Z is equal to maximum profit, Z is equal to X plus Y, where X and Y are variables. What do we examine now? You see that maximum profit represented by Z is equal to X plus Y. X is one variable, Y is another variable, and you have got two equation constraints. Two equation, 2x plus 3y is equal to 12, 3x plus 4y is equal to 24. So they may ask like this. So how you have to do this, especially in the while you are solving the problem? No, put x is equal to 0, find out the value of y. Put y is equal to 0, find out the value of x. Put x is equal to 0, find out the value of y. Put y is equal to 0, find out the value of x. And once you find out, no, here the linear programming we are making them where the maximum profit is available. Which way it is available? Where the maximum profit, there are two constraints are there, two equation is there. So when you apply, no, articles have been supplied, in which point we can get the maximum profit that we are going to collect in the linear program. So I told you what is linear. It's linear, indicating the relationship between the two variables x and y, whereas programming means process of selecting the best course of action. Here the maximum profit is represented by the word called z. Z has got two variables x and y, and two equation we are going to take. Two equation, what we have to find out the maximum profit, where the maximum profit is available. The particular point it will cut. If you make the graphical representation, the particular point it is going to be cut here. We have a graphical representation. Graphical. Here, if you like this. Something here, no? It's a graphical representation. It will cut. It's a particular point here. Point where we get the maximum profit, the particular point which we cut, we'll get the maximum profit. That is going to be explained graphically with the help of the graph sheet. Here we are going to calculate the linear programming is intention of finding out the profit, where the profit is most availability. We'll go very detailedly when we are solving the problem. We'll move on to next one. Statistical decision theory. Decision making. So when we want to make the decision process, so we have got two items. How to make the decision making under certainty, minimax, maximum, Laplace, and Hurwitz criteria. So there are four methods of decision making here. If somebody is selling the article at rupees 60 rupees, he purchased at rupees 40. How many? There are two articles. If they sold at 20 kgs, if they sold at 40 kgs, we say the word called payoff. How much you can get the payoff is equal to number of articles, number of units sold, multiplied by selling price per unit, this addition they are taking, number of units sold multiplied by selling price per unit, number of units purchased multiplied by cost per unit. They are going to take the decision. In the decision, no, they have to make a table called payoff table. They have to make. How to make the table? Number of units sold multiplied by selling price per unit minus number of units purchased. So they say the article like this, no, your selling price is 100, cost price is 60. Alternatives, they may say, alternatives of selling, alternatives 22 kgs, 23 kgs, 24 kgs, they may say. How to apply this? Number of units sold 22 into 100 minus 22 into 60. How do you do this? 22 into 100 into 22 into 60. When it comes to 23, then second one, you have to do now 22 into 100. Here now 23 into 60. Then 23 into 100, 23 into 60. So alternative taking it here, I will explain one. Number of units sold 22, selling price 100. Then second one, number of units is sold is 22, your cost price is 60. When you go for a second one, 23, how to do now? Number of units sold. First one, 22 into 100, next 23 into 100. Here cost price, 23 into 60, 23 into 60. When you come back to 24, how to do now? Here, 22 into 100, 23 into 100, 24 into 100. Here we have to say 22 into 60, 23 into 60, 24 into 60. That we have to do the multiplication. So there is a payoff table you have to do. Once you pay up to do now, find out the maximum profit. Here now, the word here goes like this. See that? Maximum, minimax, maximum, minimax, Laplace, this names no, Laplace, Hurwitz. These are the 4 items. Here find out the 3 alternative, find out the maximum profit available in the 3 alternative, find out mini maximum, among the maximum, which is the minimum. First one, find out the maximum profit, then find out the maximum of alternatives among the 3 alternatives, which is the maximum profit we find out. Then among the maximum, which is the minimum, you have to find out. Whereas the Laplace method, no, the Laplace, all the 3 alternative divided by 3, whichever highest, that should be taken into consideration. Regarding the Hurwitz criteria, we have a separate formula. Hurwitz criteria, expected profit, alpha into maximum payoff plus 1 minus alpha into minimum payoff. This formula you have to apply. What is a Hurwitz criteria formula? Alpha into maximum payoff, or we have find out the maximum payoff there now, plus 1 minus alpha into minimum payoff. So there are 4 methods under uncertainty: minimax, maximum, among the maximum, which is the minimum payoff, among the maximum, which is the maximum, is alpha. Laplace means add the 3 alternative divided by 3, whichever highest, that should be selected here. Regarding the Hurwitz criteria, the form expected profit is alpha, they will give the alpha into maximum payoff plus 1 minus alpha into minimum payoff. In one problem, they will ask minimax, they will ask maximum, they will ask the Laplace, they will have the Hurwitz. One problem, they will give definite problem in the examination. One problem, you have to go the 4 alternatives. Which are the 4 alternatives is, one is minimax, second is maximum, third is Laplace, fourth is Hurwitz. What is minimaximum? Among the maximum, which is the minimum, maximum, among the maximum, which is the highest maximum is there, means ABC is there. If the ABA is highest, that is the maximum. If the C is the lowest, that is the minimax. Laplace, all the 3 alternatives divided by 3, whichever highest come, that should be selected. Then regarding the Hurwitz criteria, expected profit is alpha into maximum payoff plus 1 minus alpha into minimum payoff. So we are going to solve problem detailedly about all these items are considered. This only introduction class, just we are giving the hint of decision making process. Then we'll move on to 4th one. Here, unit probability. So what is actually probability? Probability is equal to favorable chances divided by number of chances. So when you toss the coin, it may be head or tail, or it may be head, or it may be tail. So the occurrence, the chances we call as probability. Probability may say favorable or unfavorable. We expect it's head only. It may be head or it may be tail. So what is actually probability means? Favorable chances divided by total number of chances are considered. Then here, there is one word called event, mutually exclusive events. Here, additional multiplication theorem. Probability is equal to favorable chances divided by number of chances. Sample space, result of possible outcome. He says that, I will tell you, what are the sample space, I will tell you. Sample space, when he say that 2 dice are thrown, how many chances are there? They will ask. The chances are 1, 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6, 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5, 2 6. It will go like this, sample space. So totally 3, 4, 5, 6 will come. So 6 into 6 is 36 times. This is called the sample space. When the 2 dice are thrown in examination, they will ask, what's the total number of chance? If you have got only 9, how to do it? If you have got only 4, how to do it? More than 10, how to do it? We all things you are going to ask now by chance. If the numbers are more than 3, means you have to take 1 3 4, 1 4, 1 5. How many chances we are going to get, that we are going to calculate very easily. But here no, the sample space should be filled up. This is 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, 3 4, 3 5, 4 1, 4 2, 4 3, 4 5, 4 6, 5 1, 5 2, 5 3, 4 5 6, 6 1, 6 2. Totally how many chances are? 36 chances. What is the probability? Favorable chances divided by total number of chances are there. They may ask like this, no? Always probability based on NCR formula. What is NCR? N factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial. This is the base of this probability based on the combination formula. What is combination formula? NCR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r. That you are going to explain while you are solving the problem. Here, come back now. The event, mutually exclusive event, equally events here. What is an event? Event means outcome of an experiment are known as event. Outcome of an experiment is known as an event. It may be mutually exclusive event, means one may depend upon the other, it may not be depend upon the other. In an equally likely events, so both events are one and the same, they are called likely events are there. Independent and dependent. One is not depending upon one event, is not depending upon the other event is called independent event. Then dependent event means one event depend upon another event is called dependent event. Here the difference is, one is independent event, one event is not depending upon the other event is called independent event, whereas a dependent event, one event depending upon the other event is called dependent event is there. Additional multiplication theorem you are going to study here. Then probability is equal to favorable chances divided by number of chances. Space means result of all possible outcomes which I have shown. Then event, outcome of an experiment is known as event. Outcome of an experiment is called an event. It may be favorable or unfavorable, dependent or not dependent, independent or dependent. Independent means one event may not what's depend upon the other event is called independent event. Dependent event, one event depend upon other event is called dependent event, we say. We'll move on. Theoretical distribution. Here, distribution means when you distribute the article, you should reach the ultimate consumer. Distribution means it's a channel where the article should reach the ultimate consumer is called distribution. In distribution, we have got three. One is called binomial distribution, another is called Poisson distribution, another is called the normal distribution. Which are the three distributions are? One is the binomial distribution, another is Poisson distribution, another is the normal distribution. So binomial distribution based on the formula NPR into P to the power of R into Q to the power of R, where P plus Q is equal to 1. Here binomial num in the binomial distribution. Here in binomial distribution, mean is equal to NP, variance is equal to NPQ, standard deviation root of NPQ. This is formula. What is mean? In a binomial distribution, mean is equal to NP. We have got P plus Q is equal to 1. Then V is equal to NPQ, standard deviation NP, root of variance, we say. Here, in a binomial distribution, NPR, P to the power of R, Q to the power of N minus R. We can say that this is NCR also. Binomial distribution NPR, P to the power of R, Q to the power of N minus R, where P and Q is 1. Then property of each distribution and their application. In Poisson distribution, we apply the formula Poisson e to the power of minus m, m to the power of x divided by x factorial. We have got Poisson distribution e to the power of minus m, m to the power of x divided by x factorial, where m is equal to mean. Poisson distribution can be calculated with the help of e to the power of minus m, m to the power of x is called, this is your constant. This is called constant. E to the power of minus m is a constant. Here m, mean takes x, x can take the values of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is m? M is mean. X factorial means x can take the value. When you say 6 factorial means 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you say 10 factorial means 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 factorials are come. All can be dealt very, very detailedly while you are solving the problem. Now, go back to the normal distribution. We will have a normal curve, and normal distribution will be represented by the word called z, x minus mean divided by standard deviation. We come back here, normal distribution, x minus x mean divided by standard deviation, represented by the word. So the application of formula, x you have to calculate, mean they will give the standard deviation. This is called the normal curve. It is a bell shape. It is called bell-shaped normal curve, where you are going to calculate how the distribution, how it is occupied. Center place is there. Is 0.5. Up to here, left you come minus infinity. It becomes here positive infinity. It will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here positively. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, up to minus infinity. If you go to right side now, positive 1, positive. So in the examination now, if they ask the question, increasing, decreasing, increasing means this side, decreasing means this side. If the variable goes on increasing means that side. If the variable goes on decreasing is there. Or they may ask, less than means this time, more than means that time, in between means these two times. If the word goes, increasing is this time, decreasing is this time, or increasing level, decreasing level, in between means these two terms. So if you go on the left side, negative infinity, negative side will come. If you go in the positive, right side, no, positive. This is called positive. This is called negative curve. It is a bell shape. It should not be touched here. Here is minus infinity. This is a plus 28. And problem will be dealt according to this formula is considered. I'm going to explain. We have got a separate table for normal distribution. We have to see the table. According to table, the value will be taken into consideration. Then we have got three distribution. One is binomial distribution. One is Poisson distribution. One is normal distribution is considered. So we'll go back to one by one. First is the time series, measurement of trend by the method of least square. Time series the collected according to the time is considered is called time series. So according to time, the value will be collected. The components of the time series are secular variation, seasonal variation, cyclical variation, irregular variation. I have given the example. It can also be calculated with the help of the formula. Y is equal to ft, where y is equal to value of variable. T is called time is considered here. Time series, one problem will become here. And we apply what is least square method. Here least square is no. Here formula y is equal to a plus bx. We have to find out the x value. We have to find out the value of a. We have to find out the value of a is equal to sigma y divided by n. B is equal to sigma xy divided by sigma xy. This formula you have to apply. Then we go with the time series are considered here. Then we'll move on to next one. Linear programming. Linear indicating the relationship between the two variables, which are the two variables are x and y array. The maximum profit is represented by the word called z. Regarding the variables x and y is called, there are two constraints here, two equations you are going to solve. Here I have given two equations. Two variables are x plus y. If they have given these two constraints are given. If x is 0, what's the y value? If the y is 0, what's the x value? Here in the second equation, if x is 0, what's the y value? If the y is 0, what's the x value? Which have been represented in a what's called graphical table, where the maximum profit is available. we're going to solve the problem theoretically, especially slowly, we are going to solve with a graphical representation where the maximum profit is available is considered. Then decision theory, we are making the decision. No, here in examination, they will give number of units sold multiplied by selling price per unit, number of units purchased, cost price purchase. They will say that decision is given under which are the methods are minimax method, maximum method, Laplace method, Hurwitz criteria method. No, once you find out the payoff, what is payoff? I have given the formula here. What is payoff here? Number of units sold multiplied by selling price per unit minus number of units purchased multiplied by cost per unit. So we have to go with this formula. So the alternatives are 22, 23, 24. That's three alternatives you have to find out. Then among the alternative, which is the maximum, you have to find out. Among the maximum, which is the minimum, you have to find out. Laplace method, no, add the profit of the 22 divided by 3. Wherever x more profit comes, that should be selected. Under Hurwitz criteria, expected profit of alpha into maximum payoff plus 1 minus alpha into minimum payoff. That formula you have to apply. What is the formula? Expected profit is equal to alpha into maximum payoff plus 1 minus alpha into minimum payoff. You have to find out. Wherever highest comes, that should be selected. Then we'll come back to unit 4, probability. Here, what is an event? Event means outcome of an experiment is known as events. So it may be mutually exclusive event, equally like a independent event, dependent event. Random experiment means we take out randomly something we have taken and make the experiment. May be good or maybe it's randomly selected. The article says randomly selected and make the experiment. It may be favorable chances or unfavorable chances. What is probability? I told you, probability is equal to favorable chances divided by total number of chances are considered. So when you draw anything, it may be good or bad. So this may go for anywhere is considered. It's only a random experiment we are going to do. When the coin is tossed, it may be head or tail, or it may be head-head, or it may be tail, whatever may be the result is come. So what is probability? Favorable chances divided by total number of chances. Then sample space means result of all possible outcomes. No, I have shown you in the 2 dice are thrown. There are 36 chances are there. That's called the outcome is considered. Then events of an experiment is known as an event. What's an event? Outcome of an experiment is known as an event. Number 5, theoretical distribution. Distribution means the article should be available, the ultimate consumer, the article should be available to ultimate consumer. There are 3 types of here. One is called binomial distribution, one is Poisson distribution, one is normal distribution. And we are going to find out the property of each distribution is considered. In binomial distribution, mean is equal to NP, variance equal to NPQ, standard deviation root of NPQ, whereas what's called Poisson distribution can be calculated e to the power of minus m to the power of x divided by x factorial. Here, mean is equal to m, variance equal to n, standard deviation root of n is considered. And whatever we have got, MD is equal to normal curve is bell shape. Mean is here. Mean is equal to median. Median is equal to mode. Here, mean, median, mode are one and the same. Z is equal to x minus mean divided by standard deviation. We are going to say that. Then, in the internal law, we have got, see that, first internal, we have got business forecasting and linear programming. In second internal, you have got statistical decision theory, probability of individual numbers. Then in the third internal, probability when the 2 dice are thrown here, this is for individual number, this is when the 2 dice are thrown here. Then theoretical distribution, here we get binomial, Poisson and normal distribution. So you have to attend the 3 internal, the average of the 2 internal will be taken into consideration. So 80 marks question, you have to answer. 30% of 80 is a must. 24, the balance will go to alternatively in the internal assessment is considered here. So we'll conduct the 3 internals, better total all the internals, take the average. So paper minimum is 24, 30% of 80. So all things I have done here. Here the pattern of the question paper. 15 marks question you have to answer to. We'll ask 4 questions, you have to answer any 2, each carrying the 15 marks. Section B will ask 5 questions, you have to answer any 3, each carrying the 10 marks. Section C will ask the 6 question, you have to answer any 4, each carrying 5, 20, totally 80 marks. 30% of 80 is a must. And the books for reference, no, we can refer. One is S.P. Gupta, is the best book available. And this is also very good book is there. C. Nagaraj, another man, is also a good book. All the 3 books are very, very good here, especially Suresh, which are available in the Mysore only. S.P. Gupta, you have to order from the Bangalore only. And C. Nagaraj book is available. All the 3 books are very good. Whatever the problems we are going to solve here, make it clear. And we'll go with the detail in the next session. So, in the introduction class, when you compare to the last year stats, means last semester stats is only basic, no. This year, no, little bit expansion they have been made. They put probability, they will put the time series, they put the theoretical distributions, they will give the decision making is concerned. Hope you follow it, no, in the introduction class. In the next session, no, we'll go with the detail, with the problem. Till then, goodbye. Meet you in the next session. Till then, goodbye once again.